Hey, what up? You know what it is? It's time for episode 4. It's the What More Can I Say podcast. I'm your boy Tone Kapone. What's happening? You know, my background's a little different. My brother's, my brother's got a Batman in here, but that's all good. We'll talk about that background later. But let's go ahead and get to it. Y'all know the co-host. Shout out to my girl Keke. What's up?
What's poppin', baby? I'm back. We ready to get into some things, Tone. I got a lot to ask you because you've been real busy.
Oh no, here we go. Zach Boog, what's up, my brother?
Just trying to get on that birthday energy you on, brother.
Okay.
He doing too much, Keke.
The most.
Look at him. Hey, bro. Before we even get started, Tone, where are you?
Right.
What city are you in?
I am currently in Scottsdale. Well, I was in Scottsdale. Now I'm in North Phoenix at my brother's house where I'm doing the podcast from. I had to get here, bro. Regular life. They still social distancing. You can't go in certain places. They got Purell and everything in the malls. It's different for sure. I actually tried to gamble. I tried to gamble out here. Tried to go to the casino and see what that was like. That's not cool. I'll wait till the vaccine to gamble. The vaccine, it's just.
It was too many people.
It was people in there. Everybody had their mask on. People wore masks. They had the shield between you.
Okay.
You had to sanitize your hands when you touch the chips and after you touch when you got up. It was a lot of rules. And it just for blackjack, if you only playing 3, and people let me go get my gambling bag in. For people that's only playing 3 people a table, that kind of the cards are not spread out enough.
Yeah.
So it's certain things that it didn't feel right. But man, I went to a pool party. I ain't gonna lie, these people, Floyd Mayweather.
You got in the pool. Hold on, don't skip over that. Don't do it. You got in the pool.
No, I don't get no pools. I was by the pool. Let me explain. I'm not getting a public pool because people pee in public pools.
Okay.
But Tony, you
Okay.
laid in the public chair.
I did. I was outside though.
You put your raw feet on the public pool ground.
You didn't get in the water. You didn't get in the water.
I've been drinking water. I mixed with Hennessy, so the water will be considered ice cubes.
I've been drinking water. Black people think water cure everything. I've been drinking water, y'all. My ginger ale is good. Like that Hennessy ain't gonna cure the Rona. No.
Man, look, I'm gonna tell you, it's a lot more irresponsible people out here. I'm talking about, if you were following the story, I was in clubs like nothing happened. Floyd Mayweather walked in. Everybody, but now I will say this. Now, if you have a section, they do it's like dividers between the sections. But I'm just like, what is that doing? We all breathe in the same air. Right. So, and again, like I said, this is not nothing I would tell anybody to do, but all seriousness though. And I had talked to you guys about it. Like, yo, my mental health was really like shaky. I hadn't gone to bed before 6 a.m. this whole time. So I was like, yo, and since I've been here, I've been sleeping like a baby. Regular times, it's been regular, man. So like I said, everybody got to make their own decisions. Coronavirus is real.
Even that thing that you're saying about the mental health, a lot of people's mental health has been like shaken through this, through this whole coronavirus thing. You know what I'm saying? Being stuck in the house, not doing the things that they, was the outlets. A lot of people, I remember I asked a question on the radio and dude called in. He was like, he was like, I suffer from depression, but I'm not able to do the things that I usually do to get over it. You know what I'm saying? If all that's closed. So he's like, I'm going through it. I'm going crazy. So I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
That's the thing. And people thought I was just joking when I was saying like, yo, when they asked me how you doing, I'm like, I'm cool, but this not sleeping thing is different in a way that I ain't never felt before. And like I said before, even all this, if I can't, I've known people that caught coronavirus sitting in the house. I know I've seen them. They've been, went to the grocery store and they got food delivered to their stuff. It's really hard for you to keep from getting it, right? And when you get it, it's nothing that the doctors, they like, you go to the doctor, they're like, oh, you got it. And if you got asthma, they're gonna give you something for asthma. I don't have asthma. If you have something diabetes, they'll give you something to treat diabetes to make sure it go heart conditions, things of that. I have none of those. But what I do have, I got things that I've been already doing because we in the public eye. I keep telling people I do stuff to keep my immune system up anyway, every day. And I've had people laugh at me. Some people at the podcast, watching the podcast that agree with me. Black seed oil, sea moss, noni juice. And I do that every day. And I don't get sick. I don't get sick. Is this for everybody else? Don't follow my lead. But it wasn't everybody. When I'm watching the sun come up every day at 6 o'clock in the morning before I'm able to go to sleep.
Well, what was Floyd doing up in there? I feel like he might got the cure.
Floyd, you know what Floyd did? Floyd like me. Floyd, I saw Floyd. I said, I get it, bro. I get it.
What was he doing?
Wait.
Because he probably like, nah, because you know what he was?
What?
Probably because Vegas is shut down.
Oh, Vegas is shut down. I don't know why I thought
Vegas is shut down. It's still shut down. So he probably was like, I'm out. I'm gone.
So
Floyd was in Phoenix?
In the club.
Yes, he was at the same club. It was on World Star. It was like Floyd Mayweather appears in nightclub without a mask. I was like, so did I. You know how hard it is to drink Hennessy with a mask on?
Oh, God. Oh,
you can't do a shot with a mask on. And I'm always about my fly. You can't be fly with no mask on. Now, what I will say is, though, real talk, all the servers, security, everybody, anybody that's serving you got masks on everywhere, in every place. They all got masks on. So they basically saying, y'all can transmit it to each other. We not getting it.
Well, you enjoyed yourself. That's all that matters.
That's all.
Yeah, man. So let's get to it. Thank you for the birthday shot. We was talking, even as the coronavirus states opening back up, how y'all feeling about Chicago still being locked down?
Chicago other states ain't locked down, though. They outside. They outside everywhere. Okay.
Stuff is closed, but ain't no lockdown.
Outside.
I went to Baja Temple today. Is that how you pronounce it? It's in Wilmette.
What's that?
What's that?
Where's
Wilmette at?
Wilmette
in Chicago? Is that
it's like a suburb. Yeah, Wilmette, Illinois.
Yeah, I know that, but what is the place you went to? What is Baja?
I went to Baja Temple. Every house out there, $1 million. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. And when I tell you, it's not just black people out right now. No. Okay? Everybody was out. Everybody was out. And I saw about 3 masks. Okay? Nobody's wearing masks except security guards and construction workers. Everybody else is out here. I'm talking about lit. Everybody was out. Windows down, in their yard, talking to each other. Hey, how you doing? Excuse me. Like, nobody's really, I don't want nobody to take this wrong because, coronavirus is serious, but sprinkle a little coronavirus on me so I can build up an immunity to it.
Sprinkle?
Just sprinkle me a little coronavirus just so I can get it in me a little bit so I can build up an immunity, then I can beat it. You know what I'm saying?
I think everybody probably got a little bit sprinkled on them. It's impossible.
A little bit.
Speak for yourself. I don't want nothing sprinkled on me.
A little bit.
Chicago is definitely still outside. They all at the lakefront, child. I drove past White Castle on Stony Island, baby. It looked like the car show. I'm talking about everybody outside the cars. They passing around cheeseburgers, onion rings, french fries. I'm like, this is not.
Yeah.
The only person in Chicago that's in the house. You and Will met. You are traveling. I'm the only one sitting in this room. I don't want the Rona, and I don't want I'm not playing with her. So no.
Hey,
we gotta get it. Get it.
While we there though, check it out. Now that it has been extended. Let's get to this real quick. Now there's been people saying that that they policing our community hard. They're saying like black folks, when you see black folks out partying on the block and they having a good time, it's chill. The police coming in 20 deep, busting it up. It's altercations. There's been videos all over the place, even here and in New York. But in other communities, in the white communities, it's kind of just like nobody's saying that. How y'all feeling about that?
Go ahead.
That's not new. We're always policed harder on everything. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing new. I don't know why we would think we was gonna get the Coronavirus Fair Act. It's still bad out here. As long as the police are doing it, it's always gonna be some biasness. It's always gonna be us getting the short end of the stick, and that's been happening historically and systematically for years. You know what I'm saying? Like,
ooh, that boy stuck in systematically. Show that Tennessee State grad.
Come on now. You know, I got a bachelor.
Will Met this weekend. Now he want to come back use a big word. Don't come over here with that. Don't bring that.
You done drove up to Will Met. You came back a different man, bro.
Right.
You from Gary, Indiana. You from Gary. Ain't nothing in Will Met even similar to Gary, Indiana.
I am from the G though. Shout out to the G. I hope everybody out there living good.
Now, I just think that in this particular case, I'm not mad that we're being policed a little harder. Like, I feel like our mayor really cares about the African American community in Chicago, and she really wants us to stay in the house. And so I'm not upset that like they're trying to get you back into the house. That, you know, like, okay.
No, Keke, they giving, you gotta understand, they giving like white people outside in the park, they giving them masks. Like, oh, here you go. You might need that.
Right, now that's a
Black
problem.
people, get your stupid ass, get your dumb ass back in.
Yeah.
That's a problem. That's a problem. You're right. That is a problem.
And you know what it is, man. And I think, and I wonder, like, that's why I say I want to talk to anybody that's in police force. We got to get them on the show, get them somewhere, because I want to know what's the rationale. Like, what do you think is going to happen when you roll up in the hood, 12 deep, 12 white police cops coming into a neighborhood that's all black? How you feel? How you think that's going to make everybody feeling away anyway?
Right.
Everybody feeling away. People still in Chicago still ain't got used to smoking weed because it's legal. Like, there they go, folks. Put that up. Right. They still nervous. Right. So I just think the way that they handle the community needs to be addressed. There has to be some type of handle. And they always want to do the police with the community and have these meetings. No, that's cool, but you need to have extensive training for your officers. You need that. Y'all need to have common sense. It's like, yo, you gonna run up in an all white neighborhood. If a whole bunch of black people ran up in an all white neighborhood, not saying that the white people gonna feel away. They're gonna look and be like, it's gonna catch them off guard. Now, if you got a whole bunch of police officers coming in an all whatever neighborhood, they're gonna feel away of a different race. If you did that and you was in the Latin community, it would happen. It would happen. They have to figure things out.
But they don't understand the black culture. That's the problem. They don't understand when we together and we making a lot of noise, that does not necessarily mean there's a problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You need people from the culture to be like, oh, they really just arguing about the NBA coming back. Like, that has nothing. We speak aggressively, you know, when we try to prove a point. White people think, whoa, but they understand their culture, so they can come to them and be like, hey, I know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
But if I was an officer, I wouldn't be arguing with y'all. I would be they would be like, Keke, go over there and bust up that crap, baby. I'm driving past in my car. I'm not about to get the Rona because y'all outside. So they stupid, in my opinion.
It's a dumb way though. I still feel like, the way the community gets policed is stupid. And then I feel like, but then I have to throw the same thing back on the community, which I know I'm about to probably get tore up in the comments about. It's stupid. Like, you're going to complain about getting policed if you got people like myself that always get on the radio. Y'all get on the radio and talk about these things and how unfair it is. But then you turn around and have the deadliest Memorial Day weekend ever. I'm out of town and hearing about it. Like, damn, y'all crazy in the shot. Y'all shooting each other. What? It's the first time we're supposed to be outside. Y'all supposed to be happy. It's supposed to be people thinking about vagina and alcohol. That should be.
I'm like, what y'all mad about? We got enough Hennessy for everybody. Why are y'all mad?
The liquor store is open. Weed is legal in Illinois. And there's women that have been locked up for months ready to give you vagina. What is that? What's the issue? What is the problem? Why do y'all want to shoot each other? So that's the fight.
My issue with these stats, I hate the headlines and I hate the stats. My issue with these stats is, you say how many people got killed? 9?
9 people killed and 15 injured, or 30 injured. Let me look.
30 injured.
Mm-hmm.
30 injured. Okay. Well, every time we hear about people getting killed in Chicago, we automatically assume that it's black people. Okay. But that's my issue. That's my issue with it. You know, it may be Hispanics, It may be white people. But every time you hear that headline, it always seems like, oh, y'all acting up. And mind you, it's 2.7 million people in Chicago.
Sure.
2.7 million. How many got killed?
9.
We at point.
9. 36 injured though. So it's just.
I'm just saying. How do you
Zach,
know that?
That's because you're from Gary, bro. Right there.
No, I'm just saying.
9. It's like we got a whole bunch more people to chill with, though.
Right.
But nobody ever has the headline. You never see. I just think that you never have the headline that says 1,999 people in Chicago had an amazing Memorial Day weekend. That's never happened. You know what I'm saying? We just put so much energy into 9 and got killed. You know what I'm saying? And we're not even sure that they all black. It's no facts on that. We just, you hear that, you automatically think black. Like, oh, what's wrong with y'all? How you know it was us?
That's true.
That's true. That is true. That is true. Now I will have to say that, but I still think that's the trouble. We do. I think people. I think even that's. I think it. I don't know, Keke, if you think it, and Zach, you think it, but that's kind of the narrative sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I see it
messed up.
I'm like, let me call to check on my cousins, because which one of y'all in the county?
Man.
I heard a few shots in my neighborhood this weekend. Yeah. I did. I heard a few shots.
Now, guess what? I didn't. I was in Scottsdale, Arizona.
You were in Arizona.
Cause he in a club with Floyd. You not gonna hit no shots.
I finally got, man, you know how many songs I've been waiting to dance to and have a bottle in my hand? I was waiting to hit this song. I've been dying to hit that move. This is right here. Listen,
Please
I've
stop.
been waiting to hit that move. I've been waiting to hit that move for months.
What move was it? What move was it? One more time.
It's this one.
Hey.
It's this one. Hey. I've been waiting to hit that. I waited months to do that, and I finally got it off, and I was happy. I was happy. Oh, idiot. Hey, but let's get to Azealia Banks. How you feel about Azealia Banks telling on everybody, basically? Keke, you go first.
I just feel like she's like another version of a Tekashi. She's annoying. I don't like her. I don't like talking about her. I don't know why she's famous. I don't like, she just pops up every couple months with some ridiculous headline, and it gives her a little bit of clout. I don't like her, and I don't want to she's like Tekashi, but a woman with a bad wig. I just don't care. No.
Hey, oh no, that's you went in. What happened to the sis? What happened to the sis?
She's not a sis. I don't know what she is, but she's not a sis. And I never have seen it for her. I just don't see it for Shorty. I don't like her.
You know.
All right, Zach, what you got to? Damn, that's getting to be a long list. Zach, after Keke, what do you got to say about that, bro? What do you think about it?
I agree with Keke, but I want to add to the fact that she's really miserable inside. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When I see people like that, I feel like they just hurting inside. Like anybody who hurts innocent people for no reason, like nobody was attacking her. She's always like lashing out. She's talking about, I slept with Dave Chappelle. I should ruin his marriage. Like, what makes you wake up in the morning and be like, I want to ruin Dave Chappelle's marriage? It's because you're hurting. And guess what? Let me tell you something, Azealia. I hope you're watching. Listen, after you ruin his marriage, you're going to wake up and still be just as miserable as you were. So that didn't help. You are hurting. You are hurting.
Look at Gary Indiana's Dr. Phil, boy. Give it to her, Zach. She said you are hurting.
Zach, wait a minute with it.
I need to see somebody.
Y'all took the whole other. Y'all saw the whole other thing that I saw.
What'd you see?
I saw disappointment. I saw this is crazy, and it was all Dave Chappelle. Like, Dave Chappelle, you slept with her, bro. Do you know you Dave Chappelle? That's why I say everybody needs me to be their friend. So before you do something like, Dave, bro, you one of the kings of comedy. If you gonna cheat on you, gonna risk it all. Don't risk it all on that, bro.
Let me tell you something. If Dave Chappelle did it, which I don't believe, I guarantee you he gonna come out and be like, that's who?
Right.
That's Azalea, man. I thought that was just something from the club. Like, I guarantee he didn't know who she was. I guarantee if he did it,
he was
didn't know
high
her.
and drunk and probably
He was high and didn't know her.
Yes.
Yeah, that is like, and she has something to say about Dave East. She was talking about Busta Rhymes. She don't know Busta Rhymes got anger issues. She better stop.
Busta
and I said that he would harm a woman, but she definitely gonna get a cussing. Not gonna harm her, but a definite cussing is coming that way.
A cussing is funny.
What is that? Yeah, Busta looks like he just wake up mad. So yeah, no.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't talk. People with their neck meet their shoulders like that, they always aggressive. You can't never don't do that, man.
Never. Yep. Never trust him. If he built like this.
Yeah.
Right.
If he got a Lego body, nah, don't do that, man. Don't do that.
He will kill you.
I got a Lego body. But anyhow, DMX versus everybody, man. DMX has been throwing out. DMX got something to pay. That's what it sounds like. DMX wants to go versus. He definitely wants to go versus. How y'all feel about DMX wanting to go against everybody?
Uncle X got a real big tax bill that he's trying to pay right now, and he needs somebody to agree to battle him. Use that tone. Whoever's available. DMX is looking for all the smoke, literally. So,
I love it. I absolutely love X being aggressive. That's what he is. That's what DMX is. I'm tired of all these rappers getting older and losing their essence of what they were. Okay? DMX, you've been a dog, you've been aggressive, and guess what? I want an old dog. You know, the crowd may not be the same. But
he wanted to battle
DMX does.
Like,
yeah. I love it.
The thing with I'm gonna tell y'all, DMX is a victim of probably bad choices, and we see it in there. But I do think, and I saw this is like an article, you think that some of the young artists should pay taxes to the old guys who kind of got the genre where it is, which is kind of ridiculous. It was in an article. I should have wrote it down, but I didn't. I was in the middle of drinking, so I stopped. I read it. Yeah, I was waiting to get into the club in Arizona, and I read it, and then I got it. But anyhow, I do think this is something I always say. I think the young rappers should not pay taxes, but throw them a bone. Maybe not a feature. Some rappers, they lost the skill. Y'all don't match, whatever. But throw them a bone. Say their name in a song. Say it in a catchy hook. Put them in the video somehow. Some type of just a little bit to give them a little light, especially the brothers that you notice. It's like X. They got 1,000 child support cases against them, and you gotta throw them a bone.
That's not my responsibility.
Run, though.
That's not my responsibility.
Thank you. I was about to say he had his run.
I can't help it that you have tons of child support and you blew your money. Like, that's not the reason I should force myself to put you in my song.
I heard it was some cocaine involved, but I'm not gonna say it. Cocaine makes you make bad choices, man. So look, if I fall off, I'll be like, look, I'm not gonna ask Zach, Boog, and Keke when y'all have y'all morning shows across the country. I'm not gonna ask you to have me be a part of it. But hey, man, look, if it's a weekend spot, say get your boyfriend on. Y'all know I got child support. By then, I hope it's over with and I ain't done it again. I practice safe sex all the time, and my brothers have got child support cases, multiple cases against them. They should all do one thing. I feel like they should be. I'm back to myself. I'm in my bag, baby. I'm back. But anyway, I feel like that they should all have the Amazon app on their phone and order condoms in bulk. So that's one way to stop it, but that's how I do it.
DMX is definitely cocaine involved in everything that he does. We know
bad decisions.
But one thing about X, I think he's one of the rappers that'll never lose his talent. He's always going to be talented. X will rap for you, pray for you, sing, you know what I'm saying? He's always going to be entertaining, but he just needs to find his lane. And his lane, I do not think, is battling Eminem. I just don't think that's a good look for him. And Lord knows he needs to stop with the Jay-Z grudge. He has hated Jay-Z for years, and he's still talking about him. And it just...
Maybe he can battle. Maybe he can battle like Kirk Franklin in like a gospel prayer off.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and log off because you didn't try it.
Hey, bro,
I
I'm not getting that Kirk Franklin thing. I know my pastor and Kirk Franklin real cool, so he probably I'm not going.
You know,
ever since I've been right.
No.
Hey, I tell
So
everybody.
Who would you rather have pray for you though? Who would you rather have pray for you? You got one prayer. Kurt or DMX?
I gotta have Kurt. Kurt only got porn addiction. We all watch porn. Every one of us in the world watch porn. I can't have to do that. I can't have to do that. Nah, DMX, that's like me praying for you.
Yeah,
say, who do you want praying for you? Tone or TD Jakes? You want TD Jakes? No, you can't have to do the guy. DMX got multiple child support cases against him. I got a couple. So I feel like
prayers, man.
Nah, you're not doing that, bro. You're not doing that. Hey, let's go to this. Let's go to this. The Jagged Edge, it happened today. Jagged Edge and 112 versus battle. How y'all feeling about that?
I love
it. First of all, when did it happen?
Tonight.
It happened tonight. Technically tonight. So when people see it, it'll be a couple days later.
I saw a piece of it. I don't know why this one felt so off-brand. Like, what was wrong with it?
It did feel a little off-brand. It really did.
It didn't feel the same energy. It felt off.
The same promotion.
Was it Memorial Day? Like, what
bad
was
scheduling? Bad scheduling. Yep. I told everybody this, and I was worried about. I'm gonna tell you what I was worried about. I was worried about the fact that Dirk and them did theirs, and then Beanie Man and who did it with Beanie Man and
the other guy.
Right.
Oh, we terrible. Reggae people finna hate us. They finna hate us.
Watch it. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know much about reggae. I'm sorry.
What do you mean you don't know nothing? Was it Bounty Killer? Was it?
Yeah, it was Bounty Killer.
Let's say
yeah.
So look, so them two, everybody, the people that are next to me on either side of me, kicked their ass and they didn't know nothing about reggae. Jesus Christ, where y'all from, you millennials? Jesus.
All we know is Sean Paul.
Right. Hey, Shaggy.
Right.
And that one Wayne Wonder song.
That one song, yep. The one.
Got somebody.
Hey.
We want to spend time. Bro.
I'm sorry.
We're not gonna waste time with the Jagged Edge. This Jagged Edge 112 again. I think versus to keep going, it needs a power play. So DMX could be that person. Whoever he decides to battle could be that. I think Usher and Chris Brown, that has to happen.
That would kill.
That would kill. Usher and Chris Brown. Shout out to Dirk and Herbo. 90-something thousand people watching that, man. That was dope. Yep. That was a big deal. Let's get to this though. And this is something I want to hear from Keke. Aisha Curry's new body.
What? Good for her.
Well, she just said, she saves all of her goods for Steph Curry, but yet she showed her goods on the gram.
You know what? I think everybody gives that girl a hard time. She's trying to be popping, and she's trying to be this saved wife of Steph Curry. So she's just in between a rock and a hard place. I'm over her, quite frankly, because if I was in her position, baby, I wouldn't even be on social media giving y'all all that because I would be just enjoying my coin. But it's something with the attention. She wants the attention. She really does. And so she didn't work on her little body. Y'all go on and double tap the picture so she can get her little fix for the week. She really basic to me. But
damn,
I mean, like,
ooh, that hurt.
I'm saying all the wrong stuff tonight. I'm not.
Hey, Batman, did you hear what she said? Batman, I gotta get a Batman for my house. Batman, did you hear okay, anyway.
I'm not trying to go in. I'm trying to take it easy on her. But at the same time, it's like, that lame girl in high school. Like, you a lame, really, but like, you trying to. I'm done. Zach, what you think about it? Because y'all face, I can't do it. Go, Zach. Somebody.
Keke.
You said
your man come see you this weekend? Y'all live y'all fight.
Baby, let me tell you something. We watched that Jagged Edge battle, honey. I'm about on my way to a ring tonight. So, baby, all the slow jams was playing in the crib tonight. So I'm good. But yeah, she basic to me.
So Keke, you said she's some mid.
Yeah. Like, this ain't even hitting. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this ain't hitting, man.
You know what I'm saying? Where you get this from? That's what I think of her. She just
this is bad. This is bad. Now, see, I'm gonna tell you what this is. I'm gonna tell you what this is for Ayesha Curry. This is a classic case. I said it on the radio. People try to say, Tony, you just hate. This is a classic case, listening to y'all too, of somebody that does not know that they've won in life.
Thank you.
They have not looked up at the scoreboard and said, ooh, I won. Like, I won. And it's somebody, and I'm not mad at it. And I said this before. I've talked to people 1,001 times about this, and I've had debates about it. People care about fame way more than they care about money. There are some people that will want to be as famous as have the most money in the room, but they really not happy because they're not as famous as they want to be. They want everybody to know who they are. It's tough. It's tough to see. If you want to be famous, you should not have married or dated or had kids with the #1 3-point shooter I've ever seen in my entire life, who basically changed the NBA's way they play. I mean, it's the fact of like, yo, like I ain't mad at you getting your body fixed up. You done had kids. You done gave up your 20s and your sexiness, but so get your body right. Get right. Who cares if you got money and you either worked it off or you bought it off, whatever you did.
Right.
But still, you can every time you feeling away, look up at the scoreboard, baby. You winning. You won. You got arguably the most faithful nigga in. You got the most faithful dude in sports history.
Yes.
Him and Doug Christie and him are the most famous dudes, the most faithful dudes in sports history.
Yep.
History.
Yep.
So it amazes me. Yep. It amazes me, man. We can move off of her. Speaking of basketball, D-Wade in the new hair color. How do you feel? Zach, let me hear you, bro.
Bro, he needs to cool out. He needs to stop it. He needs to stop it. He needs to stop it right now. He needs to stop it. You know, maybe I should say this. Maybe I shouldn't.
Say it, please. Please say it.
Oh, God.
Thinking.
Here you go. We 4 episodes in. I'm dropping my AirPod. We 4 episodes in, and we about to be canceled. There it is. Come on.
Maybe.
Come on, kill a podcast. Come on.
Maybe he's living vicariously through his son.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm appalled at you. Keke, I got to go before you this time.
Please.
Zach.
It's something. No, y'all know it's always been a something. And
you got kids. You got kids, bro. He's supporting his openly gay son.
That's fine. That's
support,
fine. See, you're
bro.
looking at it like that. You're looking at it like support. But if you look at Dwayne Wade, you can tell that that's just what he likes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a part of him that wants, it's a part. Bro, I don't care how much you support your son. Are you dyeing your hair fire red, bro? Hot red.
But D-Wade dresses wild. He a fashion person.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
It to the limit.
Honestly think it's something with him where he's just like, you know what I'm saying? I think he admires his son's bravery so much that he's like, you know what? Maybe I can be braver. I can be brave now.
I'm not going there. I feel like the best way to keep your son from getting bullied, your best way to get your son to be attacking is to do things to normalize it, to talk about it, to feel away. Now, would I do it? No, I'm not doing it. My daughter got nose rings. My daughter we just had a whole conversation. I don't know what her angel number is, but she just got 444 tattooed down her arm. I have no idea. My daughter is a lesbian. She's not the stud. She's the girl. I'm happy about that.
Where's this going?
I don't know where.
I don't know where it's going, but it just made me feel like to say that. Like my daughter's a lesbian. I'm not gonna go and support her. And I don't know. I don't even know. All I know is I'm my daddy and I love her to death. And I just wanted to be safe. I said, look, them girls you messing with, they still got the same nasty thing these boys could be messing with. So y'all just be careful. And that's it. Just keep it moving. I keep it moving. And I try to get them to make me understand every time. I said, baby, I said, hey, you dating a girl that looks like a guy. Somebody make me understand it.
I want to let y'all know.
And
I would like to thank y'all for these first 4 episodes. Of the one more I say.
Look, the thoughts and opinions of Tone Kapone are not those of...
Look, yo, I'm not being against anything. I just be like, make me understand. I want to understand it. And she was, and you know what she said? She said, Dad, it's just, I would rather be with a girl. I said, I get it. But she didn't, in all actuality, I say all this to say, she understood the questioning. She understood the curiosity. Because it wasn't like, I'm not ever going to be like that. And I understand what Zach's saying. I feel like you can just, me personally, I feel like that you can support your kids and whatever decision they got and however they rocking without having to do things like that. I'm not going to go overboard. I feel like, I'm going to tell you how I felt. I feel like it's a way.
He just wanted his hair like that.
I think it's an intention. I think I'm retired. I'm retired. My wife's fucking Gabrielle Union. When you become a retired basketball player, no matter how good you are, you become irrelevant. It's a fact. It's just a fact. It's a fact. Charles Barkley has done it because only reason Charles Barkley is still relevant because he's a hell of a broadcaster. Shaq, a hell of a personality. Kenny Smith, a hell of a personality. Now, Paul Pierce is starting to get there. Tracy McGrady is starting to get there. But the ones that I named those are the people that come to the forefront of. The rest of these great basketball players, even one of the greatest who is built like Zach, Allen Iverson. Like, look, Allen Iverson, it was a cultural icon. And it's not. So I think it's a way to maintain, I feel like it's a way to maintain relevancy. It's a publicity ploy. I don't know.
What do you think, Keke?
Zach, I mean, you said it, and Tone tried to take it to the supportive parent route. That ain't what you meant. What you meant was that he might be expressing himself.
That's all I'm saying.
His true self, in the way that he carries himself. And I feel like that is the case. And I feel like Gabrielle Union is on board with all of it. And yeah, because I'm sorry, just from Chicago. That ain't what, so you're expressing something and we hear it and we see it.
That's all I'm saying.
And we accept you. We accept you, D-Wade. Live your life.
And I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it because listen, I still respect D-Wade as a ball player. I still respect D-Wade as a father. And if I met D-Wade, I would be like, oh, D-Wade, I would still be excited to ask for a picture and everything. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really do respect D-Wade. But at the same time, bro, you know what I'm saying? Your shorts be really high. That may be the style. You know what I'm saying?
I went on style. I went on
vacation and wore little shorts before. I went on vacation and had on my little shorts. I did. But when you're doing one extreme thing, you can't do 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like if your shirt busy, you don't put on the busy ass pants or the busy shoes because you're like, it's just too much. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm already dressing a little busy, I ain't gonna go in there and just dip my hair in hot Cheeto juice.
Yeah. And y'all thought
dip my hair in hot Cheeto. I'm done with this. We're moving on. Doja Cat. They is the cancel Doja Cat campaign. Everybody want to get rid of Doja Cat. What's up, Keke? Talk to me.
And I'm sad about this because I loved Doja Cat originally. We had a really good interview when I met her. She was really sweet. But after reading this, after seeing the video of her talking about black girls' nappy hair and what she don't want to deal with and why God give her this type of texture of hair, I got to pause on Shorty for a minute, because you came in the game, you are super talented, your music is good, but this is what we not going to do. And what we not going to do is this black women and what we go through and our hair textures and all that. So until we get you together and figure out what you really stand for, we got to pause on you. And it's really unfortunate because right now Shorty had like the #1 record in the country for a minute with Nicki
So
Minaj.
good. It's so good.
Yeah, and her
So,
music's good. Her music's great, but we're not dealing with that, honey, not in 2020.
nah, you can't diss black women and talk about it, because honestly, nappy hair is cold.
Yeah.
Because the way the texture of black folks' hair, that's how you do some of the coolest styles. You can't locks, braids, all of the different things, cornrows. We turn what people are try to make seem so disgusted by our hair and turn it into super crowns. Talking from a dude that got hair envy constantly, I missed out on every one of the styles that I wanted to be a part of. I wanted to have locks. I wanted to throw hog. I wanted to be able to use a sponge and have the cool little stuff like Zach got on top of his head. But guess what? I got this, a forehead that goes all the way to my neck. That's what I got.
That's all right. The ladies love it. But yeah, Doja, we not gonna play with you. And then she also made like some homophobic tweets, in the past. And it's like, your whole fan base is black women and gay people. So what are you doing? Like,
yeah, she true.
You wilding. So yeah.
Okay, devil's advocate.
Uh-oh.
And I'm not a fan. I'm not. I'm not into Doja Cat. You know what I'm saying? I saw the tweets. I thought it was disgusting. I saw that she was in she was like in racist chat groups doing weird stuff. Did y'all see those videos?
I saw.
Nah, I didn't.
I saw the headlines.
But I want to say, and this is just a question, not even that I believe this. I just want to know, is there anything as far as like I was young and dumb? Like this is my past. You know what I'm saying? Like I was stupid before. You know what I'm saying? We give in this culture, we give a lot of second chances depending on the crime. Like, you know what I'm saying? If the dude was a dope boy, you know what I'm saying, selling dope to his auntie, we'll be like, oh, we'll forgive that. He's cool. You know what I'm saying? We forgive all types of crimes in this culture, or, different things that necessarily ain't cool. People can rap on it and make money off of it. You know what I'm saying? But are we not? Huh?
No, I get what you're saying. Not to cut you off. I get what you're saying. My point is this. This is a point where it's probably not even a point. It's more me saying like, yo, when you hear stuff like this, I gotta hear you do an interview with somebody credible. And I gotta hear your conversation with it. You gotta talk to the Breakfast Club. You gotta talk to Charlamagne. You gotta talk to Angela Yee. You gotta talk to a Wendy Williams. You gotta talk to not Gayle King, because it could turn out bad. But you can talk to and no shade to Gayle.
You come talk to Tone Kapone. We want to know how you really.
Now she hates me. She hates me. I boss Johnny D made her hate me.
Oh,
Johnny D made me. Yeah, Johnny D made me ask a question.
Why did she hate you?
Because Johnny made me ask a question saying, hey, you want to be on, you know how Johnny be. And I can't, and no matter, at the end of the day, if I disagree with Johnny does, and when he asks you to do something, that's my boss. So when my boss asks me to say something, I'm saying it. So I said it and I try to smooth it over, and she hates me now after that. It was smash or pass. So I really could care less what happens is Doja Cat. I hated that I liked this song so much because I wanted to keep like a shady grudge to it, but I was able to do the bottle dance when it came on in Arizona. Like, other than that, man, if she just said black women though, and I saw people really tight about it, like she just said black women, I'm not going on that.
But no, you said that. You said it. She has to talk. That publicist apology ain't gonna cut it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you were being weird and trying to, she might have been trying to take advantage of this group of people, like she was playing towards something, like because she's mixed or whatever. And let me tell you something. I'm gonna say it. Mixed people have a shorter rope when it comes to black issues. You can't be like, when you mix, you can't. We don't give you that much chances because you're too light. You know what I'm saying? We don't know which side you're rocking with. I personally believe that if you were raised by your white side, you shouldn't be able to say the N-word. That's just my personal belief. If you were mixed, if you was mixed and you was raised by your white side, the nigga should not be in your vocabulary. Now, if you was raised by the black side, it's okay. But if your mama white and you grew up you know, you ain't never met your dad, and
Right.
then you got all these white people. You just walk around shooting out the N-word. I'm offended.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do have a. They said that on a shout out to the show, and I'm sure every person seen it. The Black AF, especially when the wife was talking about it, like, yo, when you mix, you got to be blacker than the most black person in the world because people constantly judging you on your blackness.
Hey, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is, man. We'll go ahead and pass on Doja Cat. We'll see what happens with it. We'll see if she gets canceled. Definitely not helping her though right now because people tight at her. All right, the NBA is coming back in July. Are you ready for it, Zach Boog?
You know, I'm ready for that YMCA rec ball that we about to watch with no fans. This open run we about to watch already.
It's gonna be echoey in there.
It's gonna be echoey. Hopefully they got some music playing in the background because this is getting ready to sound like the whistles, like the ref whistle is gonna be extra loud. Hopefully they have commentators over it. You know what I'm saying? Like commentating.
They said they're
over
gonna pump fan noise in. They said they pumping fan noise in. So if you're considered the home team, they're gonna pump in fan noise. You start going up, they'll pump in all of that stuff and the boos and all of that stuff. They said they're gonna try to make it feel like that, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be an open run.
It's open run. We're watching very talented people play open pickup games.
And I know the basketball players are mad about this really bad because that's how they used to hide the side pieces was in the audience. They can't come to the games no more. It's just the wives and the families of the side pieces are not being able to come to the games because they can't hide amongst the regular people no more. This is going to tear the world apart.
Tear the world apart. Them hoes better get some jobs at the stadium. They better sell.
Why?
Keke,
Why
athletes need side pieces to perform. Keke, stop acting like you don't know this.
Side pieces.
They need their side pieces to be able to perform.
Well, I guess we're gonna see who can play and who can't play. Because my man get out there double dribbling and losing the ball because his side piece ain't here. I'm about to be on the court too. So, period. Like, I don't want the NBA to come back. I need them to be off for the rest of the year. I be getting all my man attention. I don't need. Child, I'm not ready.
You don't want sports. You don't want sports to come back, period. Because now you are the focus of your man's life.
Yes. The most I had to share him with was the MJ documentary, and I liked watching that, so I was cool. But all this come back NBA, they could stay off as far as I'm concerned.
Oh my God! All right, let's go ahead and get to it before we wrap stuff up. We weren't gonna go. I was gonna talk about Future stuff, man, but Future is Future. Shout out to him. He was petty. I do have to shout out my brother, man. Future. He was petty. He got a #1 album. A new album is out. It's #1, and he was petty about it. And that's why, at the end of the day, that's why Apple Music gave him $50 million up front, not in change. They was like, here, and now you got to give us albums. And he gave him a #1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Keke, you hate Future so bad.
I don't hate the man. I just know he's toxic. Everybody has one in their family. You know, that cousin with a lot of baby mamas, and y'all, the family got to deal with the baby mamas because he ain't around. Like, everybody has one of them in the family. Future is that cousin to the culture. Like, he's so irritating. His rant last week just sent me over, but you know, he was like, don't make an ugly girl feel pretty. Like, you really lucked up. Like, no, she didn't. Shut up.
Now I will say this.
So
I will say this, Tom and Keke. He's wrong about ugly women. Okay? You need to make an ugly woman feel pretty. Ugly women do stuff for you that pretty women won't. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about if your car break down. An ugly woman will hold the hood up while you pour oil in that mug. You know what I'm saying? Like, ugly women cut grass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but ugly women cut grass.
Yeah, they wake up early. You can get you an ugly girl, she'll go fishing with you.
But what he's saying is, what about the ugly girls? And you know, Keke, you've experienced it, but you just don't say it. Women are nice. Guys,
women are nice.
We've experienced it. When you got an ugly girl that's like, she the baddest girl in the room. I get you got self-confidence, but come on, babe. Like, nobody messing with you because of your face. It's because you got a big ass. Now that's the one thing. God he did not leave the ugly woman out here bad. He always blesses them either with one or two things: a nice ass or a great personality, and they can cook their face off. Other than that,
cook. Yep.
Y'all are all just join the toxic party. Y'all all you got cutting your grass. You talking about she got to cook? Listen, okay.
No, I don't feel sorry for Future. I think the girl that got Future's, look, the girl that got Future's baby deserves all of the trash talking that she's getting. Why? Okay. Because she tried to treat her baby like a goddamn scratch off ticket. You can't do that. You can't have a baby.
He treated his penis like a scratch-off ticket because
you got to give him some responsibility, Tone.
Right.
You got to give him some responsibility. It wasn't a one-night stand. He been hitting her for 2 years. He been hitting her for 2 years. Bro.
And then all of a sudden, now she's off child support. I mean, she's off birth control. Now she off birth control. Now she gonna do it. Okay, fine. They had the baby. He shot the club up. But then she asked for $50,000 a month.
Tone, you just told us that he got $50 million from Apple. So if he got $50 million, baby, he could give me $50,000, okay?
No, he got $50 million because he can rap. She can't rap.
She's still acting ugly because a pretty girl, I'm asking for at least $2 million, okay? What I'm asking for $50K for? $50K, I can't even buy me a Birkin with that. She deserved every coin she gonna get because he should have been a little bit more.
You don't even know if it was good. He was hitting it when he was high.
2 years, he was hitting it.
He was high though. Everything good when you're high. That's what I heard.
I'm surprised it still worked. He always high. And he's
damn. Okay, look. Before we close the show up, let's get to the last topic. I know they battle with the sexes. We just battle about that. Neo, can you take a girl back after she has been seen with someone else? Zach Boog, come on, check in.
All right. If it is my girlfriend, no. If it's my wife, yes.
Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting that.
You can't just say that and not have a reason why. You
okay, because your girl, your girlfriend, your girlfriend is like, you're not as invested. You know what I'm saying? Of what, it's just, it's your girl. You can go get another one. You're like, you know what? I'm done with you. You still gonna feel that anger. But let me tell you what an OG told me. Okay. This what an OG player told me from Memphis. You know what I'm saying? He looked at me one day. It was something was going on. And I was like, what if she cheat or something like that? He looked at me. He said, listen, when you've been married as long as me, it's something. He was like, your wife can do way worse things than you than cheat. Yeah, it was just, and he just dropped it. And he didn't give me no explanation after that. He didn't give me nothing.
How many ladies did he have in the front?
Huh?
How many of those did he have in the front?
Real successful dude. Real successful dude. Like he's real successful. Like I think he's a millionaire. Like he's a real OG good dude. But I'm just saying, like when if you've seen with somebody else, and you've got more invested, you've got children, you got this, it's so much more than you got to think about other than if it's just your girl. You know what I'm saying? I can make an emotional decision if it's just my girl. Yep, I'm emotional, I'm mad, fuck. You know what I'm saying? But if your wife, you can't make emotional decisions. You gotta make smart decisions. You gotta make, am I gonna lose half my shit type of decisions? Or is this like, is this worth it? You gotta weigh it. You can't be just emotional when it's your wife.
Wow, that man is mature.
Like, come on, maturity. Cause I know I'm toxic as shit. Keke, let's hear from you.
I'm not mad that they worked out their relationship because I'm sure it was stuff that he was doing that was wild, but it just always looks bad when we're caught out there. And, in his situation, his wife was seen like booed up with Ryan Henry. Shout out to Chicago Zone. So, I don't know if I could somebody look better than you, younger than you.
Yeah, you got it. Oh yeah, can I add a disclaimer?
Nah, because you already said you take.
No, you already said your piece. You hold your horses and let Keke get this out, and I got mine. You hold your horses.
So I think it's great that he took her back. And I think that women give men thousands of chances. And so we deserve a chance every now and then. So there you go.
Look, Ryan Henry, my Gemini brother, by the time this comes out, his birthday will probably be coming up. You probably check it out. Shout out to him. One is done, they did majority of my tats, him, Van, and most of everybody. So I got a lot of love for them. I'm gonna tell you this. It's no effing way that I'm taking my wife back after she been in the streets. Once you in the streets, you belong to the streets. And I'm gonna cry about my hurt. You hurt. Like, but once you touch the town, you back on it. I cannot do it. I told everybody this story a million times. I'll tell you. I was one of them kids where your mama say, hey, when your cousins come over, they gonna want to play with your toys, get everything out. Oh no, they can have the toys that I'm willing to share. I'll put those out. My special joints, I hide. But if they haven't touched the special joints, guess what? You can take that home. I don't want it no more.
Here he goes.
I don't want nobody touching my treats, man. I don't care if you. I don't care. And I'm gonna tell you for a fact, like, and then people want to say, well, you know what? A lot of women, when they go off, they not trying to do that. They're not having sex. They're not doing this. It's this. They're easing into another relationship. I want to let you know this. If your wife was seen with Ryan Henry, he beat the panties off your wife. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Ryan is one of the dudes in this world that you do not want your woman to be seen with. Now, I hope Ryan's single at this point. I think he is. But if I saw somebody I was dating with Ryan Henry, oh, Ryan hit her. If I saw Chris Brown hit her. If it's certain people. If you see, it's certain names. It's like Drake. When Drake mentioned Kylie Jenner, I said it in the door. I said Drake. Drake was seen with Kylie Jenner. Oh, he banged. Drake don't have no women friends. It's only the OBO dudes that's friends. What did he say? Drake was like, with him and Rihanna, we just friends. He was hitting. Him and Nicki Minaj, they was hitting. They stopped. That's why Nicki ain't never got another Drake feature. Think about that. Y'all can keep that one. And then he said he got caught at the Wimbledon with Serena Williams. What happened? We found out he was hitting her, and him and Common had beef. He said they was just friends. It's many. Come on, man.
What if Neo cheated, right? So then she just went out to, like, they were separated, and she was seen with somebody else, and now they're back together.
I don't care what it is, Keke.
Oh my
God! It's hard to take, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a lot.
It's some dudes I'm just not. It ain't even the dudes, and that rant was just something I wanted to get off my chest, I think. But I'm gonna tell you, it'll take a lot. It'll take a lot. Now I will say this.
But this.
I'm not gonna put it
in her defense. We don't know that they had sex. We don't.
Not exactly.
We don't know.
Man, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in you.
That's true. You speak.
Zach, I'm disappointed in you. I'm about to break Zach down real quick, and then we can get off this goddamn podcast. We podding today, dude, y'all. Great show. Keke, listen to this. Let me ask Zach a couple questions. Watch me break Zach down real quick. Zach.
Yeah. Huh?
Are you a member of Alpha Fraternity Incorporated?
Yes.
Did you go to an all-black college by the name of Tennessee State?
Yes, I did.
Zach, if you saw one of any member, a certain member, I don't know what member it might be, but if you saw a certain member, you think of him in your head right now, take some time. If you saw him with any girl on campus, what would you think?
I know what you mean. He either hitting or he about to.
He about to.
Oh my God.
Or he about to. Now, this is where I'm giving her the light right here in this about to. The person that you're talking about, one of my closest homies, okay? He was one of my closest homies. I got one who operates in the day. I mean, he operates in where everybody can see him. And I've got one that operates through the back door, and you would never know. I'm talking about he'll walk past her, and you would never know. You know, I know how they both operate. And sometimes, being that they tell me their wild stories, guess what? Sometimes they miss the shot, or the chick be like, "Nah, I'm still feeling this." It is some that get away. You know what I'm saying? And
okay, and I'll go with that.
And maybe what's the name? It's a slight chance. Maybe Neo is so high profile that she was like, I can get what she may have been just trying to make him mad. So I'm gonna find the dude that you're talking about, like you said, Tone, the dude that you're gonna already assume is gonna be and just do too much on Instagram. The fact that she put it on IG, the fact that it was like he didn't post it, she did. So that's what makes me feel like it may be some like, okay, you doing this to make him mad. You know what I'm saying?
She definitely did something. And Keke, you could say this, and you know, women, y'all do revengeful shit. When you get
they do revengeful stuff. So she was like, I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna post a video
I
with him.
just think it's funny that y'all don't think that this is why women. This is why we so cold, because y'all think that we would not smash the. Hey, she probably went smashed him, had a great time. That don't matter. Whether she smashed him or not really don't matter. She was seen with him in public, and that's just, you either accept it or you don't. And that's what I'm saying. Would you accept it or would you not accept it? Because you're trying to make yourself feel better by saying, well, she probably didn't smash him. She probably just was trying to get revenge. No, maybe I really did smash him because I wanted to get smashed. So, you know, like now y'all can't take it. Now y'all can't take it. But y'all sit up here and say, well, maybe she didn't smash him because it makes you feel a little better. But if she did, you know, could you take it? And clearly not. By the look on both of y'all faces, clearly not. So cut it out.
Nah, I'm not like, yeah. Yeah, that's a tough. That's tough one of those ones. That's tough. I've been in a relationship where I knew for fact that my girl cheated on me, and I stayed. I'm not gonna say why, because it will reveal the girl, but I stayed. I called her dead ass. I was like, you know what? I was like, this is the first relationship I'm trying to be a buck in, and you cheating on me. I was like, yo, I recorded myself on the radio, voice tracked the whole show, and then went down and called her.
What?
Yeah, that's a crazy story. Because yeah, you know, because
I would love to hear this story. I love this story.
This is the thing. You know, anybody that knows is watching this. Everybody knows. Hey, you know, when people start cheating and doing things, what do? They shit change. How they move, how they act, whatever. Mm-hmm. So with our jobs, when we say, "Hey, I'm going to work," ain't no I'm coming home early, honey. It's not I'm doing. We in the bag. We in that shit. Mm-hmm. We in there. Right. But our jobs, they don't check every time if we there. And they don't check every time if we there. And that technically was an emergency. I made sure I did all my commercials. I made sure everything, but I wanted to find out if your ass was still cheating, was there. Recorded myself, went down there, figured it out, saw on a date. Saw on a date, and then just confronted her with it. You know, like, yo, this is what happened. This is what it is. Look, take a look at what I took a picture of. Look at this. I came like the feds. And she cursed me out, called me crazy, all that stuff. I said, no, don't worry. That's you and him, y'all keep doing that. I'm gonna be good. We just figure this out. And that was it. Because for that situation, I wanted to be in there. I was just like, I'm gonna stay.
But had you cheated on her before?
No, I didn't. I have not. I tell people, like, I have not cheated on women that I've been in relationships, like real relationships with. Now I have not. We've been in a relationship, and you done disrespected me after I asked you to say something. You done some stuff. And I start pulling back. Now I am a dude that'll pull way back and just start canceling dates on you, start doing whatever, and start moving into another direction. I am that guy. You know, I'm not the guy that said, we broke up and it's over. I'm not doing that.
So you just show somebody you broke up with him.
I just move around. Like, you just all of a sudden, you be like, It's time to move around. That's it. It's
You so toxic. He be like, we never broke up. The women like, but Tom, you never broke up with me.
No, he's like, no, technically I did in my brain. In my brain, I'm gone.
I faded you out like a record. It was a slow fade. It was slow and easy. You just heard the music going away.
Last call, you cut the lights on in the club.
I cannot.
Is the party over? Yeah. You gotta go, ma'am. You gotta go. You gotta go, man.
The DJ don't say the party over. You know, you just start playing.
Security just put their hand on your back and be like,
time to go.
Time to go.
Hey, y'all, great show today.
That's funny.
I know, right? Hey, great podcast, Keke and Zach. That's episode 4. Everybody, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe. And the biggest thing you do for us is share. Always share. If you know people that are not up on the podcast, share the link. Tell them to check it out, man. We appreciate y'all. Any last words before we get out of here, guys?
We're available on Apple Podcasts now, so tune in too. Apple Podcasts if you ride in the whip.
That's right. And also, I want to let y'all know, Tone Kapone does not care about coronavirus.
Don't give a damn.
He don't give a damn. He does not care. He is out here traveling. He's on flights. He's in the club. He's drinking Hennessy. And he's doing his dance. Hey, look, hey. And he's probably saying, hey, too, like
no mask. Mask all the way off.
Mask off.
All right, y'all, that'll do it for episode 4, B.